Hey everybody, just thought I'd do a quick review of the DWE 7480 table saw. It's a portable job site table saw. It's pretty compact. It's nice if you have a small shop like mine. It's a pretty nice saw. Has decent power. What did I pay? Like $3.29 for this puppy. It's really lightweight. I think it's like 30 pounds. You know, I can carry it with one hand. I bought this stand after I had the saw for about a year. I don't know the model number for the stand, but I'll put it in the description. It's a really nice stand, also lightweight. It folds right up real quick. I'll flip it over here in a minute and show you guys that part of it. So the saw, you know, has a cord thing, which is nice. Not all saws have that. The fence, I love the fence as opposed to having, you know, the one that you have to unclip and slide and then clip back down. This one has a locking handle over here. You lift it up and then you use the knob and you can turn it. So you can, you know, as long as this all is nice and square, you can get, it's a lot easier to just adjust really, you know, micro amounts as opposed to trying to slide it with your hand. So it goes out. You can do 24 inches. You can do 24 inches on this side, on the right side of the saw. It has a cool feature here on the fence. It stays on the right side of the fence. If you're cutting like a big sheet of plywood or something and you need the extra support in here, this flips over and it is it locks in. Just sits there, and it's level with the table, so it gives you an extra support when you're cutting wide stuff. It's nice. I've used it a couple of times. Haven't used it a whole lot, but it's better to have it than not. I think it's a great feature. Some people might not like it. You can move this fence. There's screws here. You can adjust it, so you can place the fence, you know, wherever you want. You move the screws, and it'll allow you to. It has two clips, and you can take the fence off just like that. And so you can move these two screws, and it'll allow you to put the fence wherever you want, so you can get you know, a smaller cut space if you want it like that. Just different ways to set it up. So dust collection wise, it is a portable saw, so you know, you can't expect it to collect all the dust. I have a dust collector hooked up to mine because it's in my shop. I don't take it out very often, this particular saw. I just bought this with the stand because it folds up and I can stick it over in the corner when I'm not using it. And I don't really cut anything all too large, so I don't need a stationary saw. Although I might get one in the future. So you can see I just threw all this wood under here. You can see there's dust and chips on the floor. It does catch, I'd say, probably 95% of the dust that the table saw produces. However, if you look up in here, there's a gap. I don't know if you can see it. There's a gap here, and that's where all the dust that gets out. So I'm thinking about maybe designing something that'll fit these holes. These unscrew. There's 4 of them, and this plate comes off. That way, if you ever get a clog, you just unscrew those. It's real easy, real simple. Clean the clog out, put it back on if a piece of wood falls down in there. Or if you just want to use it open face with no dust collection, you can just take this off, and anything that falls down in there will just fall out. So I've been having a couple of issues with mine. I've had it for a year and a half now, and you can see when I'm trying to crank this up, it takes a lot of effort to crank this up at all. And it goes down fine, but when you're cranking it up, it really sticks. And I've never had to do any maintenance on a table saw, so I don't know if that's maybe some sawdust clogged in somewhere, but you can see it doesn't turn freely at all unless you're going downwards. So that's been an ongoing issue the last couple times I've used it. I've been making this cherry flooring for the house, and So it was fine, and then after I ripped all that down, it's been a lot worse. So I'll be calling DeWalt about that, because it comes with a 3-year limited warranty. So I don't know if it's the mechanism. You know, I'll have to take it off the stand and check it out. But overall, it's pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and I'll flip this on for you so you can just see it actually run. So that's that. So you know, obviously any saw, you got your angle bevel adjustment here. Slides it back and forth. Put it back to 0. Yeah, see, it's a little better, so maybe it's just clogged up with sawdust, but it's still pretty hard. Anyway, when you get the saw, it comes with these little rubber feet that you take off when you get the stand, because the stand, it has its own little rubber feet. So the feet are right here, and they're pretty nice because you can, I believe you can adjust them. And so if you're on an unlevel surface, you can adjust that. But so this stand is pretty nice. Oh, so still about the saw. So you got your spanner wrenches right here to change your blade. They bolt right on, that's nice. The guard sits on here. I don't use the guard. I don't need the guard. So I keep it in a cabinet, but it sits right on here. It's easy to put on and take off. So you just turn this down in here, and you have this knob right here that you turn with your, make sure your saw's unplugged when you do this. So you just loosen that, and then it'll push in. It's like a spring, and so you put your metal piece down in there and then retighten it, or if you're taking it off, loosen it, and the whole thing pops right out. So that's real easy. I like that because I don't need a guard. Just a general rule: don't put your finger anywhere less than 6 inches. Use a push stick. Don't put your finger anywhere near the blade. That's the rule I follow, and I've never had any problems. Never even any close calls. Occasionally you'll get kickback, but it's rare. Very rare. So the stand here, so let's see if I can remember how to do this. Pull this down, the handle pulls out, flip the saw, flips up. See, it stays on its feet, which I like, until you get down, and then just like that, and then boom, boom, just like that. Folds right up. Now you're compact, you can roll anywhere you want. The stand does come off very easily. You just grab these 2 clips here and lift the saw up, and the saw pops right off, and it becomes a portable saw again. These stay right on it, and it just acts as secondary feet. It has little rubber feet on there. It's great. I love it. I don't think I'd go with any other saw that's out there right now for the price of the saw and the stand. I think it was around $100 for the stand. I got a great deal on it. I bought it when it was on sale. So that's pretty much it. You can rip 3.5 inches high with the 10-inch saw blade, which is pretty much standard for any table saw. That's pretty much all the same for all the saws. So it's a great saw. Cuts real nice, real accurate. One thing I am disappointed in is the quality of the table. I mean, yes, if you have a nail or a screw, it's going to scratch your table, but my boss owns a Bosch. And his table, he has a Bosch and a DeWalt. He has an older DeWalt like this. It's not this model, but it has the same type of top on it. And it's scratched to hell, and he didn't run any nails through his. I know I had, like, this is from a nail, that's from a nail, but this main wear here is just from running material through. It's very disappointing in the top coat of this saw. I would think that it would be a lot better this day and age. So that's pretty much it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, everybody.